Stifled once again by these Indonesian defenders, just closing down on you so very quickly, ensuring that you have no time at all to dwell on the ball. It's football and asphyxiation at its very best. Has decided to tie his shoelace for the next burst and next run. Space opening up now for Tantin. They've asked for handball, and it was handball. Go Tantin. He's only started playing for the under-23s only this year. Park Hang-seo, who last year had a squad which included the likes of Nguyen Kong Phong up front for him. Kong Phong was a striker that really is not like Nguyen Tien Lin is, not an out-and-out target man up front, someone who just holds the ball up. He's got silky ability on the ball. Irianto is cutting the lifeline out at every given opportunity. He is a popular figure, Irianto, in the Indonesian defense, especially with the under-19s. Last year he was injured, but he still went over to support the team for the AFF under-19s. Quang Hai is teeing it up and then coming really deep back in his own half. Gets the ball from Duk Chun. Does well enough to not give up the chase and give up possession of the ball. Here is now Duk Chun. Yet again, Indonesia. Oh, how about that for a turn? That is so special. Right in front of the referee. And that kick out by Duk Chun was more of, don't do that to me again, you've embarrassed me. Lovely little dance, pirouetting past the player as if he wasn't there. And that was for my teammate whom you embarrassed. Crowd pleaser. Even the Vietnamese fans were applauding at from Erkam Azaromila. Actually, it's from Rizky Fauzi, the goal scorer. Is that a substitution, or is he just getting some water for the wounds? I think it's the latter. Indonesia approach the hour mark. Still without conceding. Still holding the mighty Vietnam to only 3 shots on target after 60 minutes. Not a lot of teams in Asia can say that they have done that against Vietnam over the past 2 years. Van Hao. Yet again, pressing and then retreating. Tells you all you need to know about how stifling this Indonesian defense has been. Look at that. Moment they have the ball, go recycle it, bring it right back. Don't have any funny ideas or hopes that you can actually go right at the heart of the defense. Even Quang Hai is giving the ball away easily. And Indonesia now with a breakout, a chance to break away and put this one out a bit. Sadil Ramdhani just couldn't get at the end of it. Wasn't too happy with the distribution of the ball in the first place. Duk Chun claims he was fouled. So you would have to say, having watched all the teams play at these SEA Games, Adi Bagas Nugroho has been the best centre-back at these games, without a shadow of a doubt. If it's just for pure defending, he has been very impressive. Osvaldo High held it only for a second. might need him to hold it a lot longer. You don't have Rafi to come off the bench. Remember, he is injured. They do have Witan Sulaiman, Egi Maulana on the bench, and can play in those roles. Vietnamese now with their normal swag coming right through. Just a little ahead of Quang Hai. Who's found Trong Hong once again. Trong Hong. Repellents are still there. Everything that's been thrown at them has come straight back at their faces. The cracks don't appear to show so far. But Vietnam, this Vietnam team, different breed altogether. They will gnaw away till they find a little inkling and space. Quang Hai goes short to Duc Chin. Back to Quang Hai, who prefers it on his left. Doesn't get it on his left because the centre forward has come back to help out. Spirit of this Indonesian team, really, it's been pretty remarkable. Quang Hai, a player who can really just flick a switch and then turn everything on. Don Van Hal. Mateo, after some stellar work yet again from Alec Van Jin. Tianlin moving further forward now. He hasn't touched the ball yet to the second half, really. It has been Ha Duc Chin's busy efforts trying to buzz around him. Has given him more touches than the centre forward, who has had a very anonymous game. Tianlin scored against Indonesia this year for the seniors in the World Cup qualifiers, where they won by 3-1 in Indonesia. Yet again, Ha Duc Chin doing more of the running than Tianlin. And Setio trying to dovetail. Adi Bagas. Adi Andy. Pretty handy. Finally, the breakthrough. Vietnam have scored, and it's their centre-back, Nguyen Thanh Trung, who's done it. Indonesia finally crack at the SEA Games. They finally concede. And the V-League's top goal-scoring defender has done it again. Feasting off a perfect delivery. That's as good as you get. Just help it on, that's all he had to do. And in the mix of the mayhem, they found no one at the far post, and Indonesia finally concede. After 413 minutes of SEA Games football, Vietnam, it had to take a team with the quality of Vietnam to find the password to this Indonesian backline. Well, now that they've got the password, unless another one's set pretty soon by the Indonesians, they might be raining on goals. Asnawi, though, has other ideas for Indonesia. He needs teammates inside the penalty box, of which he has two. One of them is Osvaldo Hai. Goalkeeper's made another mistake. Tien Dong looks very jittery tonight. Usually so calm. Egi Maulana has come right on to replace Kamila. Egi Maulana is a special player. And these matches are designed for big game players. Let's see what he is made of. Indonesia do have the easiest run-in amongst the teams that are challenging for that semi-final slot. Laos and Brunei, the final 2 games. And surely, the way that they are playing, those 2 are bankers. You just feel that if they win this one, there's a high chance that they would go into those 2 final games almost assured of top place in Group B. But the competition's so great in Group B that no matter who finishes top, whether you finish top or second, you get to the semi-finals. I don't see any team in Group A, whether it's Philippines, Malaysia, or Myanmar, are able to stop any of these sides here. Thailand, Vietnam, or Indonesia. Those 3 teams will be fighting for those 2 places. Chin, who also played at the last SEA Games. The defender really coming down on him. It was almost as if they were doing the lion dance then. Chin and defender just behind. Osvaldo Hai never gives up the chase. He really has to be careful. The last thing you want is to receive a suspension, especially with your other striking partner out injured. Tianlin just has had no joy at all in this game. Every time those legs go flying, as the Vietnamese try to eliminate the Knights for their team. It's usually a familiar sight with those hand-phone lights at the Median Stadium back in Vietnam. Tianlin trying to guide it through to Chin. Once again, Maulana certainly pushed into it. Referee says play on. And Setio beaten to it by Tianlin. But now, Wang Duk always looking to turn away from danger, and that was actually a very clever ball back from Duk. He didn't really expect it with that pass from Van Hao. Egy Maulana with a chance to break away now for Indonesia. He is someone who is very composed with ball at feet. Picks out a brilliant pass. That was quite superb to find Sadil Ramdhani inside. Ball's taken away though from goal scorer Fauzi. Here he is again, Egy Maulana. Oh, almost poking it into space, knowing that his teammate's going to pop it. Just added a totally different dimension altogether, especially with ball at feet. Egy Maulana since he's been on. 70 minutes had blown by. It certainly has been the best game that we've seen so far at the 2019 SEA Games. The Philippines game against Malaysia wasn't too bad either, was it? The other night just before the opening ceremony where they scored very late on to beat Malaysia by 1-0. But in terms of quality, 2 teams going at it, defense versus attack. Classic old-fashioned football style. I think this has been the best so far that we've seen. Asnawi, he tried to be a little too tricky. He got brushed aside by Tianlin, who continues his run. he's reacted and he's kicked out at Asnawi, which isn't a good sign. If the referee had seen it, Tianlin might be in huge problems here. And just like the match against Singapore, the Indonesians involved in a little scuffle. Park Hang-seo decides to get involved too. Bottom left of your screen, there he goes. The Korean coach of Vietnam. Van Hao is there to calm matches, but I don't think it's him. It's Tianlin actually, the number 22, who went off on a run and then brushed aside Asnawi. The Indonesians thought that was unfair, and because of that, Andy Setio came in with a challenge just as strong, just as physical, just as muscular, and Tianlin couldn't take it, so he decided to kick out at him. Brushed aside Irianto, and that was a challenge from Asnawi. The challenge they weren't happy about. Asnawi, who had lost the ball in the first place, came up and bumped it off. That was for the free kick, and that was a challenge there, which involved some hands from Tianlin. Just an added bit of spice to what has already been a feisty encounter. Of scuffle and skill. Oh, it's a mistake at the back. Might be punished here. Indonesians can't get their minds on that little skirmish that has happened. They need to be as switched on as they have been in the previous 73 minutes defending against this Vietnam side. Another avalanche of chances, this time cleared by the Indonesians. Tantin. Acres of space opening up for Huynh Tansin. Hongdong inviting Van Hao to come forward. Turn was good enough. Cut back, easily headed away. That defense in front of the goalkeeper has certainly done its job. Ambitious effort. I think he took a deflection. Hongdong. Corner Vietnam. They scored from their last. This will be cruel to the Indonesians if they concede again. Because just their spirit and their defensive qualities are now alone to ensure that they deserve at least a draw in this game. But here they are, hanging on, hanging by a thread. Hongdong is a signal almost is that he's going to drill this one, and he does. Right on the outside of the box. Went through a sea of defenders. Nadeo isn't happy that it wasn't charged down, and it was left to him to actually make the save. Comfortable enough in the end, but it could have been a lot worse if he wasn't there in time. Tiendong, who looks the most nervous of the Vietnamese players on the pitch, the goalkeeper, finally comes out and claims a cross right in front of the face of Egi Maulana. 15 minutes remaining in a match that has warmed the hearts of the neutrals and given palpitations to fans of either side. Still Indonesia play on. Egi Maulana, buttery, skillful, probably got the best defender in Southeast Asia attending to him, and he's got away from him. Asnawi couldn't find the angle to squeeze the cross through. So very good that one was by Huang Dong. Juggled it, kept it, won the free kick. Jin, replaced by Nur Hidayat Haris. Like for like. Nur Hidayat, who can play as defensive midfielder as well, slots right back into left back. The current right centre back is screaming for support. There might be tired legs out there for the Indonesians. This is where mentally you have to stay so strong. Not easy if the opponent's coming at you from all angles. Dukchin, near post, another corner delivered right into the heart of matters. Not far away from the man who scored the equalizer, Tan Chung. Anywhere would do for the Indonesians, as long as it's far away from the penalty spot, so the defense needs a reprieve. But they can't find one. But they have worn down the Vietnamese. At least they have given them some sort of a scare. Trying to burst clear from outside. Now he's asked for the ball and it finally comes to the captain, Nguyen Quang Hai. Always mobile, always moving, always searching for space. He hardly walks. It's always a pass and a burst. Every Vietnamese player except their goalkeeper in the Indonesian half. Shot comes through. Keeper sprawl. Kept it out. Didn't have the intended power and maybe it would be swerving away from goal, but Nadeo took no chances at all from that strike by Do Hong Dung. Five players from Hanoi, Hong Dong, and this Vietnamese squad for the SEA Games. One of two overage players playing only his first SEA Games. He's never ever called up for the early editions, despite being available, especially for that 2015 side. He wasn't there though for that hiding that they gave Indonesia, like 5 goals to 0 that day. This one's crossed to the near post. Much better defending. They've been pretty solid when the ball's being thrown inside the middle of the penalty box, but not at the near post for some reason. The Indonesians, the Vietnamese are trying to take full advantage and swarming all over them. The set piece situations at the near post. Trong Huang. 10 minutes remaining. Van Hao to Quang Hai. When Quang Hai, Hong Dong, then finally finds Tan Tin. Van Hao's got a switch play all over to the other side for Nguyen Thanh Sin. Nguyen Trong Huang. There's no way around. Very locked up and tight Indonesian backline. And finally, when the ball is played out, it was a disappointing one because it gave Dukchin no chance at all to latch onto it. Yet again, credit to Indonesia for that. Final substitution for the Indonesians. Goal scorer Rizki Fauzi Sani will see his place taken by Shahiran Abimanyu, the man who started the last 2 games, given a rest night tonight. And Sharian is more of a defensive midfielder taking the place of a winger. It tells you all you need to know about Indonesia and what they're going to be doing over the last 9 minutes. Hold on to what is a precious point against Vietnam. Vietnam want this win. They don't want to bring their final game to Thailand, needing to qualify from this group. If there's a loss there, it'll be heartbreak at the SEA Games yet again for a team that came into this tournament as hot favorites. Still probing, looking for the angle to swing across in, looking for the right opportunity. There are stems inside the penalty box, not moving at all. Tien Lin's one of them, out of which branches are growing, but no one's finding them. Tien Lin this time just withdraws a little, comes out of the box. Now he's going to Velcro himself onto the centre back, looking to latch onto that one. It is a game where both teams have given it their all, and it's testament to the conditioning of these players leading up to this tournament. It's off-season for a lot of them, so they have actually come to this in fighting fit shape, and for the Vietnamese youngsters, there's no rest for the weary. Remember, after this, just probably a couple of weeks break to enjoy the holidays and then come right back again to play in the AFC Under-23 tournament. Andy Setio, another commanding, imperious leap at the back. Hong Dong still finding no way through. Just look at the way that the Indonesians are lined up. And the midfielders coming out to support and one, holding back just in front of the defense, making sure that the second ball's won. So Hong Dong, the shot shy. Quang Hai, who usually is not, who couldn't find the angle to pull the trigger. Neither could Tien Lin. Osvaldo Hai needs to hold it up, and he's done it. He's done it extremely well. Egi Maulana has made his way forward. It's a long way to find him. Had to go diagonal, but then he started to go right down the line to Sadil Ramdhani. And Vietnam get the ball back. Go Hong Dong, Quang Hai asking Van Hao to come forward. You might as well. Tin. Scorer of the equalizer, Tan Chong. Hong Dong, who's played the quarterback role quite expertly in the second half. But despite all the probing, despite all the poking, we just can't punch holes at all. certainly has pace. The line's played so high up and so compact and tight that you need a ball played to its perfect weightage. That certainly wasn't. When Dukchen to come on for Quinn Tan-sin. Doesn't really change the formation of this Vietnamese team. Hong Dong yet again given the ball and given the responsibility to spray. Quang Hai, he's almost been rendered dispensable in this game and ineffective, which is the biggest compliment you can play to this Indonesian backline. Osvaldo Hai couldn't hold the ball. Sadil Ramdhani had come to support belatedly, but finding no joy and no ball. 3 minutes left. Can the Indonesians hang on? Quang Hai, almost a perfect through ball. Look how tight it is at the back. Egy Maulana. As now he couldn't latch onto it. It was impossible. He just turned away in disgust. So the ball will be kicked out of play. There is a Vietnamese down, injured. And that is the person whose number is up now, Do Thanh Tin. Lê Ngọc Bảo, who started the first 2 matches, comes on for him. Vietnam and Thailand decided to have rotated the players quite a lot during this competition. Indonesia, with the 2 easier matches coming out of their run-in, might start rotating their players. They already did so in this match. And Indra Shafri just seems to have the Midas touch, because even in this match, after rotation of the players, a lot of questions being raised over the exclusion of Egy Maulana, but Rizky Fauzi, who came on to take Egy Maulana's place, has scored Indonesia's only goal of this game. After 22 minutes, that seems so long ago as they try to hang on now to this draw. Another corner to defend. Quang Hai steps forward. Final minute. Dukchen and Tianlin haven't had a sniff at goal yet. That's taken low. That's a very clever ball that's played inside and is so close to the winning goal. Well, it wasn't the cleanest of strikes from Tianlin, but his strike partner Dukchen diverted it and it almost found the back of the net. There we go. Would it have gone in if he didn't intervene? Keeper would have saved it, so he needed to intervene. But he dragged it wide. Van Hao. Quang Hai. He's gone scurrying inside the penalty box. Dukchen's touch, though, too heavy. Added minutes. The neutrals wish there was more. This has been a proper game of football, and it's not over yet. Andy Setio king of the air yet again. A chance to spank this. Oh my word, what a goal! What a goal by Nguyen Hoàng Duc. Snipered into the back of the net. Goal for Vietnam. Cruel to Indonesia. Resilience on the part of Vietnam. They never gave up. They always believed. They knew they were going to get back in this game. And once they had the equalizer, they knew they were going to get the winner, no matter what the time is. And what a way to score. Nguyen Hoàng Duc, the moment the ball fell to him, you knew that was a chance to take a strike, but still you had to hit it sweetly. And boy, that he hit it pure, right in the sweet spot, right into the back of the net. Indonesia rocked. Vietnam rocking. Hoàng Duc has duked it right in. 2-1. They still have some work to do. There's still Thailand. There's still Singapore. But my goodness, which team is going to stop Vietnam at these SEA Games? You wonder. Indonesia put up a real wall, put up a real challenge in this game, but even then, couldn't go across the finish line and couldn't see it through. The Vietnamese always had another gear. Tien Linh has broken clear. This would be cruel. Oh. That's a horrendous miss from the centre forward who scored a hat-trick in the last game. An easy dink over the goalkeeper, and that would have been it. But 3-1, the Indonesians do not deserve a 3-1 scoreline with the way they played. And while they commit players forward, Vietnam living and breathing on the counter-attack. Seconds remaining. Tien Dung, probably the most relieved Vietnamese out there. Tien Linh should have buried this and made the result and confirmed the win. Duc Chin does well to hold it up and win the free kick. That's all his teammates needed him to do. Wow, what a game of football. Even the referee doesn't want it to end. He does end it now. And Vietnam win. But this has been some football match. The best in the SEA Games and probably the best in a long, long time. It had everything. It had the skill of the Vietnamese. It had the organization of the Indonesians. It had the resilience of the Vietnamese. It had the audacity of the Indonesians to take the lead. And then it had drama right at the end. And it had the most quality of strikes to finish it all off. If there was ever going to be a winner, it had to be one of real, supreme elegance. Pure drama right at the end. And a strike of epic proportions by Nguyen Hoàng Duc to settle it. A treat for the neutrals, ending with that belter right into the back of the net. Took a special goal to take out the Indonesians. And that was sniped as pure as you get. Arrowed right into the back of the net. No chance, Mateo. Well, they came into this game having not conceded, Indonesia. They went 413 minutes without conceding at the SEA Games until the 63rd minute. And then conceded 2 in the final 28 minutes against a Vietnamese side who never give up, who play like they know they are the best in Southeast Asia. The confidence, the arrogance, the swagger, it's all in Park Hang-seo's squad. From the seniors right up to the under-23s. And I won't be surprised, I'll say it right now, I won't be surprised if they do qualify for the Olympic Games next year, which will be a monumental achievement for Vietnam. They stacked up the attempts on target. They amped it up in the second half. It was only 2 in the first half, of course. They went up to 6. 2 of them turned into goals. A header by Tan Chung, and then the purest of strikes by Nguyen Huang Duc to finish this game off. Breathless. This has been a football match for the ages, and we said it at the start of broadcast, this might be a rehearsal for the grand final in itself. If it is, we'll be in for some SEA Games football final if these two teams meet again. A strike that was all filled of 24K magic for Vietnam, who had to come back, remember, after conceding this one. 22 minutes, goalkeeper made the error, punished by Rizky Fauzi Sani. The RFS always hunting, always in the box, and he foxed it out of there. Vietnam had their efforts at goal. Goalkeeper needed to make a save from Trong Quang. Before that, Hung Dong actually had a strike that came off the stanchion into the back of the net. And then in the second half, the equalizer came after 63 minutes. Nguyen Tan Dong, who has been the top scoring defender in the B-League this year, rose high and planted the ball into the back of the net, with Indonesia missing a man at the far post. That made it 1-1. And then that's where the corner starts swinging in. Nadeo had to make that save very late as it came off a sea of defenders. The back line started to crack a little bit, and Vietnam sniffed the opportunities. They knew that it might be coming. Gaps were opening up which they didn't see at all in the first half. And they took full advantage of it. Sign of a good side, isn't it? When those gaps finally open, you come right through. Well, this was actually the last part of the game. After the goal had gone in, that would have made it 3-1. And that would have just put the game out of sight. We didn't get to see the final goal.